Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Natalie. So happy to have you back here again. I'm starting off fresh face because today we are going to do a Nina Park makeup style and also learn all the techniques that go into a Nina Park makeup and these kinds of makeup styles that you have maybe come across on social media. I'm really inspired to recreate it and try it on yourself, but you just don't know where to start or how to apply anything or what products to use. I'm gonna help you guys out and we're gonna do this together. If you love videos and tutorials like this, make sure to stick around and subscribe. If you don't know who Nina Park is, she is a makeup artist and she has done so many makeup looks for red carpets, for celebrities, for events. So much so that I feel like she's very popular and she's very it in Hollywood and on the scene right now. Everyone wants that type of makeup look. And honestly, I love it. Not only because it's trendy and you see it everywhere, but because it's a very practical way of doing makeup. Especially if you don't like heavy full face makeup, if you don't like full glam, if you aren't really an eyeshadow person like how I am. You really like to stick to the basics, something that's natural, that's very skin-like. I'm gonna quickly look her up on Instagram just to quickly describe the words that come in mind when I see her makeup. It's very intentional. So with this kind of makeup, it's not like you're wearing no makeup. You definitely are wearing makeup, but it's placed strategically and the amount is placed strategically. Kinds of products, whether that's creams or powders, we'll get into it. Another word that comes up is blurred. So with her techniques, it's very blurred with the blush, blurred with the lips. It's not like you have any sharp lines. I would even say that it's very different from the clean girl makeup. I feel like clean girl is very glowy as opposed to this one, it's more matte, which I love. I feel like matte makeup is definitely gonna come back this year, 2026. You can quote me on that. Go in a little bit closer. First things first, skin prep. I've seen comments of people saying that this makeup only works if you have clear skin, and that is not a fact. You can definitely do this if you have acne, if you have any scarring. Again, it's intentional with the placement of the makeup. This is gonna help make your base really hydrated, glowy, and smooth, because we're gonna see on the application that you want your application to be smooth. You don't want it to be rough or hit any dry patches. So this is gonna really help out with all of that. Go in with your primer of choice. Today I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer just on areas like my nose. And this technique, I'm taking it from another makeup artist, Mary Phillips. She does makeup for celebrities like Hailey Bieber, Kendall Jenner. I imagine that Nina Park also uses this technique and it involves a lot of creams. So this palette by Makeup Forever here has all cream products. This is what's gonna help make the smoothness of that first step. I like using this brush by Rare Beauty. I will have all the brushes that I use linked below. I'm just gonna go in with the bronzer shade. If you use any cream products, this is a tip, you can use a milky toner just to make it a little bit smoother, get rid of that dryness. So I'm just gonna like one dot, because although I do have skincare on my face, I want it to work with the product itself while I'm picking it up. We're just gonna go in with a really dense brush and get those bronzer areas first. If you've never done underpainting, I haven't either. Like, it's not my type of makeup application and technique, but I feel like with this kind of makeup, I think that's really comfortable on the skin. This helps you achieve it. You're just gonna go in with those points. I like doing a little bit of this on my eyeshadow. Nina Park doesn't use a lot of eyeshadow, so this is just gonna help create that shadowiness on the eyes at first. And I'm gonna go in with my concealer shade. Should be this one right here, and this is a perfect time where you can conceal any breakouts you might have, any acne that you just want to cover up. Be intentional, so just pick up the product and place it anywhere that you really want more coverage and just tap it on. You can drag it just to create a kind of drawing effect, but once you're blending everything in, just tap it. This palette also does have a highlighting shade right here, or if you have a highlighting concealer, you can use that and just go in on the areas that you want to stand out more. I like doing my under eyes. I'm gonna go in with a dense brush that's gonna blend everything together and make one layer of makeup. So this kind of makeup, no foundation is really involved. It's more so a light skin tint. So I have this one by Makeup Forever that I really like. I'm gonna do a bit of this on the back of my hand first and use that same brush and go over the areas that I didn't cover with concealer right under here. Just blend everything together again. It's gonna really help create that like skin-like look that looks really fresh. For this, any cream blush of your choice is really gonna help out. I have seen Nina Park using a very plushy cream to powder blush. And I'm just gonna pick these up from Summer Fridays. These are my favorite. I'm gonna pick up the shade Toasted Terracotta, which is perfect for every day. It's really fresh. And I feel like it goes great with every skin tone. So we're gonna pick this up with a brush. And again, being intentional on the placement is good. So you're gonna wanna smile and place it first on your cheekbones down here. But I've seen a common placement with her makeup is directly underneath the eye on your cheekbone. You're gonna kind of want to blend it up to your eye and then apply some more higher points. You can do blush blindness with this, but I feel like you want it to look more natural. So you want it to hit the cheekbone, under the eye, and then bring that up. Now there's a difference with the blush and without. I'm gonna do the same technique on the other side. So cheekbone, under the eye, powders. So the next step is powder bronzer. This is such a good brush by Morphe. It's the M241 powder bronzer brush, and I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario powder bronzer in the shade Dark. Just do a very intentional light hand with this. So I'm not gonna pack my face on with bronzer. Just pick up a little bit and then very softly brush it over the areas where you did your cream bronzer. Like what makes that blurred makeup look is the use of powders. I like to add any bronzer products underneath my lip, because that way your lip is gonna stand out and look more plump. Now the next step is powder. With powder though, I feel like we're not gonna do any heavy baking. So what we're not gonna do is use this and use a powder puff and just pack that powder on underneath our eye. We use a light brush. This is the M203 powder blush from Morphe. This is the powder that I've been using lately for any kinds of looks like these. Is the Laneige Neo Essential Blurring Finish Powder. This definitely creates that blurring look. I posted a video recently on TikTok where my makeup finish looks so good. It looks so soft and smooth. This is the powder that I've been using for this. So I'm gonna use a bit of this powder on this brush and just do my under eye area. Of course, if your face is a bit more oily, you can use a bit of more powder. I have dry skin, so this is just the amount that I use. Just go over any of those areas where you feel like your face is really glowy, because we do want the skin to look fresh, but we don't want it to look super glowy. Again, it's not kind of like a clean girl makeup. It's more matte. Love this powder so much. Park's makeup eyebrows. It's definitely brushed up, bushy, laminated, but not too laminated where it looks like a stamp. It's just very fresh and just brush through it. The tip that I have for my brow gel users is brush your eyebrow hairs down, especially if you have a lot of hair like me. Brush your brows down and then brush them up. That's what's gonna give you that like stand out brushed up brow look. And as you're brushing them, just give them the shape. Look at the difference between the brushed up one and the non-brushed up one. This is what we want our brows to look like. We are going back to the blush, and I'm using my favorite one right now. It is the Say powder blush. Love this shade. It's in the shade Chow, and I feel like you can get away with using the cream blush, but the fun part about this makeup again is a blurring matte look, and using a powder blush really gives it that soft airy look. So I'm gonna pick up on this, and again we're gonna use the same placement that we did with the cream. Just start here, really blend it out, and then go up your cheeks. This works so well with the powder that we just used under our eye. Blends in so well together. So again, just start down here and then go up. You could even like tap it in. Famous Nina Park lips. This is what I feel like most people want to achieve when they do a Nina Park makeup. What I see with her kinds of lips, so sometimes they're matte, sometimes they're a little bit glossy, but it's not too glossy. There's a difference between lip liner and lip contour, and a lot of people have been using that word around, lip contour, lip contour. That's really different to a lip liner where the lines are a lot more sharp. But To get that contour look, you can use a lip liner. I'm gonna use the shade Endless Cacao. Just go over our natural lip line, over it with your finger and blur it out. So this is gonna help create that shadow look of your lips. I'm gonna use this lip liner by Refi in the shade Fawn. This is a lip sculpt. This is matte, but I'm gonna use this to just kind of go over that previous color that I did and fill in my lips with this color. And your finger is your best friend, so just blur everything out. Here she is, the lip, but we're not done. So if you see like in pictures like this, there is a slight touch of a tint to the lips right in the middle. How I've been achieving this is using a red lip liner, or you can also use a lip stain like this one. And then this whole look is gonna be using lip liners. And then just blur that out. There you see it has like a very minimal flush of color intentionally in the middle. I'm gonna do a slight bit of gloss using this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss right in the middle. Now it's not like Nina Park's makeup has no eye look. It is a soft eyeshadow look. I have my favorite palette that I've been using right here from Tarte. It's such a versatile palette. I mean, look at those shades. If you have any palette that looks like this, then you're good to go. Take a brush and use this shade, Smarty Pants. It's a really soft, powdery eye, so that's what cover the whole eye. And then just kind of go like right underneath your brow right here. Place a lot more there. And that's it. That's all you need. I do like the look of this eye look where she uses a liner. For this, you could use a liquid liner or you can use powder. So for today, I'm just gonna use powder and use this angled brush that I have right here. This dark color right here on the end. Do a very light baby wing, I call it. Not an intense wing, just very light. Just kind of lightly brush it away. To top all of this off, I've been using and really liking the Say City Set setting spray. This is new. If you have any shiny parts, again, just go with that brush that you use for the powder and just go over it and tap it away. So you definitely do want to have those blurred, powdered under eyes. This is all for this Nina Park makeup style, and my hair is nice and dry now. Be sure to check out all of the products that I linked in the description. If there are any other makeup looks that you would like me to recreate or help you out with, please comment them. I would love to hear from you. Make sure to DM me. Make sure to comment on any of my videos so that I see it, because I always do. And I love responding to your comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I will see you on the next one. Much love.